Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you week 1 of our Extreme Elimination Carnivore. So it's actually Carnivore Level 1 from the Carnivore Cookbook, which I will link in the description of this video. We just wanted to call it Extreme Elimination Carnivore, or maybe it was just me that wanted to call it that. I just needed another name besides Level 1. Level 1 sounded too boring. But anyway, what we are doing, we're going to be doing this for 5 weeks. We are going to be only eating beef and salt and only drinking water. That is what we are doing. Today is actually day number 3. I will tell you the first 2 days have been a little rough, especially for me because I am cutting out coffee. So my husband is still going to keep coffee in there, so I didn't mention that. He'll still drink coffee, just black coffee. But I am cutting out the coffee for at least 2 weeks. And it's a little rough. So I can tell you I'm feeling much better today, but the first 2 days were a little rough for me, but I think it was mostly because I'm cutting out coffee. As far as what we're eating, so far that's going really well. We're not bored yet, but we have had things like beef bacon, we've had beef burger patties, we've had steaks, we've had filet mignons on Monday night and ribeyes last night. So can't complain, super delicious steaks. And today I'm actually smoking up some beef short ribs for our dinner. Super excited about those. If you want the full details, check the description of this video. I will list out specifically what we are doing. I am keeping some of my supplements in and I'm not cutting those out. But again, if you're interested, just check the description and I'll lay out the full details there. Our ribs tonight for dinner turned out so good. The flavor was so good. By far our favorite meal that we have had so far on this beef only diet. And yeah, they were just delicious. So now I'm wrapping up our 3rd day. I was very fatigued yesterday. Yesterday was my worst day so far. Again, I think I shared I'm not doing coffee for the first 2 weeks, and I think that is hitting me pretty hard. So the first day I felt okay. It was a little bit of a struggle in the morning not having coffee, but it wasn't too bad. And then yesterday was a bit of a struggle for me. I took a couple extra naps on break and one even after work. And then yeah, I just was feeling fatigued. My stomach was getting all rumbly and everything with everything going on. So yesterday was not very good. But we are transitioning. Our bodies are going through a lot to transition and get set up to heal. So I know there's a lot going on. I will say today I have felt so much better than yesterday. So that is awesome. I had a couple moments where I was feeling a little fatigued, nothing like yesterday though. So hopefully I'm on the upswing already, which would be awesome. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to go to bed and I will see you tomorrow for day number 4. It'll still be the same video, but day number 4 coming. Good morning, you guys. Day number 4. I don't know if we're off to a great start or not. I normally wake up at 4 a.m. and I changed it to 5 a.m., went back to bed, and then I woke up and changed it to 6 a.m., went back to bed, woke up and changed it to 7 a.m. So it's 7 a.m., 3 hours after I normally wake up. So I'm heading downstairs to get my iodine. If you see any mess in the background, don't mind that. I do have to do some cleaning later today after work. But I'm going to get my iodine. I've been taking that just in water instead of coffee since I'm not doing coffee. And then I'm going to go get dressed and get to work. I was just feeling more tired than normal, so I don't know. I think it probably is still the adjusting to this, but I kind of just gave in and slept. So far, I'm feeling like that was a good decision though. But since I just woke up, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I try not to break my fast, or the last 3 days or whatever, I've been trying not to break my fast until around 9, between 9 and 10, and I break my fast with some nice hot bone broth. So I'll kind of let you know what I do today. Alright, you guys, it has been a very busy day at work, so I haven't filmed much, but I did break my fast around noon today, which is much later than I normally do, but I realized when I wake up my normal time at 4 a.m., I'm usually eating around 9 a.m. That's about 5 hours. Since I didn't wake up until 7 this morning, eating at noon is right around 5 hours too. So I guess that's about the time it takes for me to get hungry in the mornings. But I broke my fast with my lunch and had some leftover steak and burger patties, and I'm just now having my electrolytes for the day, which is kind of weird too. It's already like 3 o'clock now. I'm taking a little bit of a break and about to finish my work day and just now having electrolytes. But overall, on day number 4, I am feeling really good. More energy than yesterday. So I love that I'm on the upswing already, and it's only day 4. It probably helps that it's not such a drastic change this time, because we have been eating, you know, mostly ketovore, carnivore all summer long. So it's not super drastic change, but a change nonetheless. But super glad that I'm not feeling as bad as I did on day 2. All right, here's our dinner on day number 4. Just a bunch of burger patties and beef bacon. We baked this beef bacon to a really crispy state. Of course, you can cook it however you like. The past few days when we've had beef bacon, we actually fried it and didn't get it quite as crispy. But yeah, so bacon burgers for dinner tonight. And we even got a little candlelight going. Candlelight dinner. Good morning. It is day 6. I don't think I filmed anything yesterday except a quick shot of our dinner, which we had filet mignons and beef bacon again. It was so good. But yeah, it's been a busy week. I'm in the middle of attending the icing conference, which is awesome. It's Terri Savelle Foy's women's conference, so I'll link her information below, especially for you other women out there. If you don't listen to Terri, she is an awesome cheerleader of dreams. She has helped me so much, so I'll make sure to put some information for her down in the description of the video. But that's what I was doing yesterday, and today I'm getting ready for day 2 to start. I'm just live streaming it from home, which is kind of nice. But quick update, feeling even better this morning, so it's awesome. Each day I'm feeling better and better. This transition period has not seemed, so far anyway, has not seemed as hard as the initial one way back when we started carnivore for 8 weeks, so that's good. But that probably is because we're not just completely starting this out of nowhere. We have mostly been eating carnivore, so to go to something like this hasn't been such a drastic change. But so far, so good. Alright, you guys, it is 12:30 and I haven't broken my fast yet, which I'm a little surprised. But I did want to enjoy that conference this morning, and I wasn't focused on food. I just didn't even want to take time to cook. I did get a little hungry towards the end of the conference, which it ended at noon. But my husband Joshua, he's coming home. He's going to grill us some beef hot dogs. We found some all beef hot dogs at our local butcher, so he's gonna grill those up for us for lunch. I'll probably have some broth too, so I just decided I'm going to wait for that, and I went and took a nap. Something I highly recommend if you are going through a transition, or you're transitioning your body into a new diet, or just a new season of life, give yourself time to rest. Take naps. I've taken a lot of naps this week, and I'm probably going to continue to do that at least through the next week. After that, I probably won't need them. I might not even need them next week, but just your body's going through a lot. it's adjusting, it's healing. So if you can, work those naps into your schedule, and they are amazing. So I just got up from a little nap and I came outside. It's beautiful, but we just had our ButcherBox delivered. So super excited about that. I'm going to be grabbing that, taking it inside, and probably after our lunch, I'll film an unboxing video that I'll also share on this channel. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and watch for that ButcherBox unboxing. ButcherBox meat is a great quality meat. If you are doing any sort of diet with meat in it, I highly recommend ButcherBox. Nice and full after a delicious lunch. We added some burger patties in. So we had those all beef hot dogs. We each had a burger patty, and then I had a nice cup of bone broth. I'm so impressed with how this batch of bone broth turned out that I'm going to probably share a YouTube video eventually on how I did it. But next time I do it, I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. Hopefully it'll turn out again. But yeah, we're just going to get to some Saturday chores. I got a bunch of laundry everywhere. I'm going to get put away. Josh was going to mow the lawn. And yeah, we're both just feeling really energized to get our stuff done today, which is awesome. It is day 7, the last day of our first week, and we went out for a little adventure. Josh was getting the hammocks ready. We're gonna relax. We broke our fast today at lunch with some amazing ribeyes that Joshua smoked and then grilled, and they were so good. So we each had one of those. Well, I had almost one. I couldn't get through it. And then a burger patty, and it was really good. And for the most part, we're feeling good. We were yesterday and this morning getting tired of beef, which is not a good sign since we're only at the end of week 1 and we have 4 more to go. But that amazing ribeye for lunch was really good. So I think I'm gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Your teardrops will glue it back together. Make it brand new.
So I never picked up the camera again yesterday. Yesterday was day 7 of our Extreme Elimination Carnivore. So it is technically now day 1 of week 2, but I am going to take a moment to first wrap up our week 1, and I want to share with you our results and just kind of an overview of how week 1 went. So let's talk about those results. I know that's the part you all are most curious about. So I made a few notes so that hopefully I don't forget to share anything with you. I will say for me, weight loss is not really a goal right now. I just want to focus on eating this way and getting healthy and focus more on my energy levels and things like that. But I'm going to try to be very diligent in sharing weight loss with you guys because I know I do get a lot of questions surrounding that. So for me, during week 1, I have lost 6 pounds. Day 1, I weighed in at 162, and yesterday I weighed in at 156. So losing 6 pounds in week 1, that's pretty good, I would say. And I will, like I said, try to keep you updated on that. My husband, he did lose a total of 10 pounds in week 1. So that's awesome. And he does have some weight loss goals. So that's really awesome. I'm so glad he's seeing that weight fall off. The next thing, I'll just briefly share the difference between my husband's experience this week and mine. So my husband really has had a great week. He did not run into any fatigue. He didn't run into any issues with his bowel movements. Partially, I think, because all summer long he has been fasting and doing different things, like he would fast for a day and then 1 meal a day and then fast the next day. And then he also had stretches of time where he just did the 1 meal a day. And so doing this, he is just doing 1 meal a day, except for on the weekends he might do a lunch and a dinner. He might do 2 meals. But so in that regard, it wasn't a big change. Of course, we're only eating the beef and salt now, so what he's eating has changed a little bit, but not by a lot. So I think that's why he hasn't experienced much of a big difference in those areas. He also is not cutting out coffee, so he's still just drinking black coffee, so he didn't have to go through any change or adjustment with that. So that's awesome. For me, I have had, and I kind of shared some of this throughout the week, but I have had fatigue. Day 1 was okay. Not a lot was different. I think it takes our bodies a little while to realize something's changing, but day 1 wasn't too bad. I was missing my morning cup of coffee. Day 2 is when it really hit me. And again, I think it might be because I cut out coffee that's really adding this extra layer of difficulty. Hindsight, I probably shouldn't have cut out coffee the same week that we were trying something like this, but sometimes I'm just an all or nothing. Let's just go for it. So day 2 hit me pretty hard. I was very fatigued. I took a lot of naps. I didn't really get a lot of headaches, which I kind of thought I would by cutting out coffee, but not headaches, but just feeling fatigue. And then that's also the day that some of the stomach issues hit me. So my bowel movements went from being pretty healthy and regular to being a little more sporadic, and I ended up with diarrhea. Day 2 was probably the worst. Day 3 was pretty bad as well. And then as I came into days 4, 5, 6, and even yesterday, it's still happening, but not as crazy as those 2 days. I can tell that things are shifting, and I'm really believing as we move into week 2 that my bowel movements will begin to be regular. Now I can't remember if I mentioned this for my husband's experience, but he has just continued having healthy and regular bowel movements. He goes every other day pretty much. And that's partially probably because he doesn't eat very often, just once a day, but every other day he has a healthy bowel movement, and he has not experienced any up or downs with that, which is awesome. He also does have his gallbladder too though, so we'll point that out. The only other thing I want to mention, and this is just because I've gotten comments on it in previous videos, I will say that if you see bags or circles under my eyes, those are not a result of eating carnivore, at least not for me, because I had them for years before we started eating this way. And I just wanted to point that out because I know different people pointed that out and you may be concerned about that. I don't really know. I'm not too concerned about that, so I haven't taken time to do any research. I just know that my face, my facial structure, it hasn't really changed since we started eating this way, except for maybe slimming up just a little. But yeah, so there you have it, you guys. Results from our week 1. Overall, it was a great week. I am going to choose to focus on the positive. I love to focus on the positive. Whatever we focus on gets magnified. So you're not going to hear me complain too much. But I did want to be real honest with some of the things we experienced, and I have had some ups and downs this week. Oh, speaking of, one other thing I did want to share with you, that's kind of crazy, but Saturday and Sunday, so days 6 and 7 of our week 1, both Joshua and I started to have a little bit of mental trouble. Like, we were getting tired of eating beef. And you guys, this is only week 1, so it was a little bit discouraging in that way. However, we are very mentally set on doing this, so I'm not worried about us not completing this. We will. But it was just like, oh no, week 1 and we're already a little bit tired of it. But Joshua ended up making some amazing ribeyes, smoked them, and then threw them on the grill quickly to brown the outsides, and they were wonderful. And so just trying to cook our meat in a little bit different ways is helping, and just focused on the end result. So I know we're going to be able to keep doing this, but just wanted to be very real and honest with those things. Like I said, I tend to focus more on the positive, but I want to make sure I'm sharing with you those negatives, those things that come up, those hard points that come up. And you guys, it really is a mental battle, probably bigger than anything. Anytime we do anything like this, anytime you're trying to get healthy or break old habits or try something new, a lot of times it's our minds that can get in the way. So we're fully aware of that part of the battle and just trying to learn how to overcome that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching our week 1. Comment below, let me know if you have questions, and stay tuned for week 2, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.